Glenn Egley is not a surgeon, but he is using cold steel to perform a long operation in his garage. And when the operation is over, Glenn Egley will have turned that cold steel into a custom knife. Starting to look like a knife blade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of a knife is this going to be?
This is what I call a woodsman.
A woodsman?
It's a general-purpose hunting knife.
The finished product looks like this. The Woodsman is one of several knives that Glenn makes. His work is the rage of hunters and collectors all over America.
They go bananas. They really go bananas. You very seldom get a lukewarm reaction.
No matter how sophisticated society gets, it seems we never lose our fascination with some of life's basic tools.
I have a doctor out in Colorado whose wife was visiting us yesterday. And I asked her how his knife was doing. And he said, fine, sitting right on his desk.
This is one of Glenn's show knives, made just to hang on a wall.
This is called an Arkansas toothpick.
Is there not a practical use for it you could come up with?
Not unless you hang out in some real tough bars.
Well, Glenn Egley doesn't hang out with a tough crowd, though he did collect taxes for the IRS for a while. But no more. These days, he just spends his days and nights peacefully working in his shop.
With me, it's strictly an art. It's a creative outlet.
It's an art that requires hours and hours of grinding, what Glenn calls hog work.
A lot of people have said, well, you ought to get somebody in here to do the hog work and you do the finishing. But it's like building a house. If the foundation isn't right, then the finished product is not going to be right.
So you're not going to trust the hog work to anybody else?
No. Going to do it myself.
Glenn Egley is a perfectionist with his knives. The handle on this piece is walnut, but most of Glenn's knives have handles made from tough deer horn that's imported from India.
When it's on there, it's on there. And I guarantee it will never come off. When I sell a knife, I guarantee that handle's on there for the life.
Glenn's pride shows. That's why he's been beating the odds for 30 years, making a living in a craft that has long since been taken over by machinery. But after 30 years, Glenn Egley says he still marvels that he can take cold steel and transform it into something so useful.
I guess a man like race cars or somebody, a golfer or a skier, it's just a fascination. It's what I love to do best.